Yo, what is up, AD team? Austin Dunham back again with another video. So in this video, we're gonna dive in on a topic, and that is how to attract women with little effort. Now, I notice a trend among people, especially guys, and that is that they wanna get women, they wanna get with women, but they don't want to put in the work to do so, which really doesn't make sense. And that's a hard thing I've learned about everything in life, is that you get what you put in. But there are some hacks and some things that you can do to where you put in as little effort as possible, but still get big returns. And I think I figured it out. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we start, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Austin_Dunham if you want to see some fitness motivation, some life motivation, and overall inspiration. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. Go ahead and follow me. All right, so I mentioned this before, but as a man, you must attract, not chase. You never want to chase women. What you need to do is build yourself to a high enough level to where you attract the woman that you want. And if you notice that you're not attracting that woman that you personally want, that simply means you haven't reached that level to where you actually deserve them yet. So let's think of it in sexual market value terms. If you're an 8 or a 9 guy, and be real with yourself, right? You're mostly gonna deal with girls who are 1 to 2 points lower than you on an average basis. So for me, let's say I'm a 9, that means I'm mostly gonna deal with 7s and 8s. And that's who I'm really going to attract. I can't expect to attract more 9s, 10s, and all that stuff because, as we all know, hypergamy, women tend to chase what's better than them than us guys do, right? So if you're a 6 or a 5, you just gotta continue working yourself up so that you can actually start attracting what you want and don't chase. Remember, always attract. So now that we got that out the way, the first step to getting women with little effort is to implement social media strategies to kind of showcase and display your value as often as possible. And you do this by posting Instagram stories and posts showcasing how much of a high value guy you are and establishing your value to her through social media. Now, I know some of you guys watching this, I hate IG, I hate social media, whatever the case may be. But let me tell you, you are severely, and when I say severely, I'm talking about very, very severely limiting your chances with modern day women, especially attractive modern day women, just for the simple fact that you don't like social media. Now, that's okay. That's okay if you want to approach it that way, but at the same time, you can't complain about not getting certain types of women, especially nowadays. And the truth is that you have to implement a social media strategy and be able to display high value of stuff whenever you possibly can. And I've pretty much mastered this. And if you want to learn, like I said, follow me on IG at Austin_Dunham, where you can kind of see this into play. And the fact that I do this, which goes into the topic of this video, little effort, is that I always have girls replying to my stories, liking my pictures, and I attract a certain demographic because of my pictures and stuff like that. So remember, Instagram and social media can actually be a very, very, very useful tool when it comes to dating. Point number 2 is the cheerleader effect. So what is the cheerleader effect? This is when you're in a group with other high value or attractive guys, and since you guys are in a group, it makes you look more attractive than what you actually are. There's actually a real science behind this. And we saw this whenever me and my friends were in Miami, or whenever I'm out with any of my friends, pretty much. If it's a group of multiple attractive people, then I notice I get more female attention than I would if I was by myself. Like I said, this is called the cheerleader effect, and there's actual science behind it. So what you need to do is get in a group of high value guys or even attractive guys. You can be the ugliest one in the group, doesn't even matter. You're still gonna get play. And I call that by association. No lie, happens all the time. My friends, just the fact that they're around me or in the group, they get play pretty much. So cheerleader effect. So I know a lot of you guys don't like dating apps alongside with social media. And truth be told, I feel like I've mastered dating apps. I've done them for so long, and I've just seen every single type of girl potentially that can be on there. I pretty much created a system that allows me to attract girls off dating apps with almost little to no effort and time investment on my hand. And the reason is because I created a funnel. So think about business. In business, you have your leads and then you take them down a funnel until you get to the sale. This is a basic sales funnel, right? If you know anything about business and marketing, it's actually a real thing. However, you can replicate that same exact thing with dating. And what I created, I like to call the dating funnel. So what I do is I start out with a whole bunch of leads, potential prospects, mostly warm prospects, girls who have pre-qualified, who I've pre-qualified, they're high interest for me, and I take them down a funnel that systematically at the end of the funnel, by the time she gets there, she's closed, she's a hot lead, she's ready to buy, right? And like I said, I pretty much mastered this, and in doing so has allowed me to attract girls with little to no effort, especially online, on social media and dating apps. So if you want to see access to this dating funnel, I have a free ebook that I literally just created that all of you guys can get now in the link down below in the description. At first, it was only reserved for Patreon members, and I made videos about this on Patreon. However, now I am releasing it to the public so that you guys can get the benefit of attracting girls with little to no effort online, just like me and a few, maybe 100 other guys have now too. So guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. Stay tuned because I got a lot more coming up. Subscribe, like the video, check out all the links down below. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.